What's up, you motorcycle loving maniacs? I've had this FZ-07 for a few years now. It's the same thing as the MT-07. They just standardize the names between Europe and America. And I'm going to tell you, share with you, my 3 favorite things about this bike. Let's get into it. So my number 1 favorite thing about this bike is definitely usable low-end torque. So unlike, you know, your R1s and your R6s that have really tall gears, the gears on this bike are short and the engine itself is torquey. So for city driving, or city riding rather, this is a perfect bike for me because it's nimble. You have enough power to get in front of traffic, get ahead of traffic, get out of emergency situations if need be. So you have ample power that's like, it almost seems like it's on tap at any given point, you know, between 1st and 4th gear. Once you get up into 5th and 6th gear and you're really moving, you feel the drop off in the torque. Even once you get up into the higher rev ranges, you start to feel a drop in torque. The exhaust that I've got on this, the Attribution or Akrapovic, however you want to say it, did give me more mid-range torque. That was a noticeable difference. So if you have an FZ-07 or an MT-07, I recommend an exhaust to wake it up through that mid-range. Number 2 most favorite thing about this FZ-07, I've had it for about 15,000 miles, right? I had it for a couple of years and it's been reliable. So as a daily rider, that's super important. It should be my number 1 thing, but I like to have fun, so it's not. Reliability. This machine is well put together. Other than my basic maintenance, right? I'm responsible and diligent with the maintenance, right? So I keep it up, and that's oil change, chain maintenance, that type of stuff. And I haven't had any issues with this bike. Again, super important if you're looking for a daily rider. This Aston Martin in front of us sounds good, by the way. Ooh, little Vanquish S. Number 3 most favorite thing about this bike has got to be the riding triangle or the riding position. Again, because I'm in LA, so I'm doing a lot of like traffic riding, trying to get through traffic. So being in a control position on the bike is super important. And so my legs, I'm 5'9" and I fit nicely in this. I'm not too compressed. I'm able to hug the tank with my knees, which is nice because it takes pressure off of the wrists when you're on a little bit longer ride or something like that. Super important. But obviously the seat position is part of the riding triangle, and then the grip position, I'm sat pretty tall here and I have a lot of leverage over the bars, which when I'm trying to get through traffic or get around traffic or make last minute maneuvers, having that leverage is really important. It makes a huge difference. So if I was on a street bike or something like that, I wouldn't have that same kind of nimbleness, right? Like I'm trying to get out of the way of traffic right here, and a little bit more difficult on a sport bike. And that rounds out my top 3. So I hope you found some value here. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment if you have any questions, if you agree or disagree, and subscribe. We're dropping sketch videos every week. Follow me on Instagram. I drop in lines if you want to see some of my personal creations, motorcycle creations. I hope you're well, stay safe. We'll talk soon. Later.